Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful recap for February 20th, 2025, Liam opens up to Steffy. Liam is very supportive of Steffy and Finn these days. Poppy begs Finn to keep their secret while Liam and Steffy have a heart-to-heart in the Bold and the Beautiful recap for February 20th, 2025. We begin today at the hospital, where Finn Tanner Novlan is in the middle of changing his clothes while he's on the phone. Poppy Romy Park walks in and Finn immediately tells her that he's telling Steffy Jacqueline McInnes Wood about Luna Lisa Yamada that day. Steffy is making cookies while Liam Scott Clifton sits on the couch and goes through their daughters' schedules. They praise their CO parenting styles and Liam tells her how grateful he is that they didn't lose her after what happened with Luna. Bill Don Diamont walks in while Luna is fanning herself and playing cards. He says he can't get an AC guy to fix the air, so instead he offers to teach her a new card game. When she jokes about going to the beach, he warns her that the police will come and take her and there's nothing he could do. She tells him she knows the rules and she's grateful, but sometimes she wonders if she deserves to be in jail for what she did, especially to Finn and Steffy. Liam asks Steffy if she feels safe. She knows Luna killed 2 men and almost killed her. Steffy says Finn saved her again after he already saved her from Sheila. She knows he'll always keep her safe. Poppy asks if Finn hasn't told Steffy for a reason. She thinks he's been working so much so he can avoid the conversation entirely, and that maybe keeping the secret from her is the only way he can protect his marriage. Finn doesn't look convinced. Liam finishes a work call, telling Steffy that he has a client who has been working with Bill but he's now working with Liam instead and he's not happy. Liam says that's how it is now that Bill has stepped back a bit, which leads Steffy to wonder why Bill is pulling away from work. When he talks about how much he's working, she asks if he's making time for himself. He says he's reading and working out, and he might even get a parrot so he has someone to talk to. Steffy says she's worried about him and he says he's joking about the parrot, but he admits he might not be fine. Life doesn't look the way he thought it would now that Steffy is with Finn and Hope is with Carter. My life kind of stinks, he says. Bill ends another call with a repair guy who can't come till next week. Luna asks about the pool but her ankle monitor isn't waterproof. Bill reminds her that house arrest isn't supposed to be a picnic and she's supposed to be thinking about what she did and how she can be a better person. He hopes he has been able to help her think about her challenges, and she hugs him for believing in her. She admits she thinks about the life she could have, where her family doesn't hate her anymore. Finn says that being honest is how he keeps his marriage strong. Being honest would have saved him a lot of trouble with Luna, but Poppy insists that she didn't want to upend his whole life. He thinks he could have been a doctor and a father, but Poppy robbed him of it. Most importantly, he says, she robbed Luna of having a stable father. Finn doesn't know how Steffy will react, knowing that the woman who tried to kill her is her husband's daughter. Luna says she gets a little stir-crazy but she knows that leaving or breaking the rules would ruin her chances of fixing things with her family. She killed 2 men and almost took the life of her cousin's wife. She can't forget that. Liam says he's existentially frustrated and Steffy asks if that's because he's not dating. She tells him that he'll find the right person, but then he admits that the day before was his birthday, and no one remembered except for Wyatt. Steffy says she feels terrible for forgetting his birthday, but Liam says it reinforces how happy he is for Steffy and Finn because he knows they're happy. Finn tells Poppy that he called the prison and no one can tell him where she is. Poppy is worried, too, but she's also worried about what's going to happen to Finn. What if doing the right thing tears his marriage apart? Finn knows it won't be easy for Steffy, and it's all because Poppy didn't want to tell him the truth. First, it was Sheila and now it's Luna. I keep bringing Steffy pain, he says. Finn knows that Steffy could leave when he tells her about Luna, which makes Poppy think he shouldn't tell her. Finn says he has to believe that they can overcome it. The only way he'll know is if he goes home to tell her. Poppy tries to stop him from leaving, but he brushes past her and leaves. Liam says he's not looking for sympathy. He knows Steffy found the right partner and she deserved better than him, and she found that in Finn. Liam says Steffy gave him a son, his first biological child, and even though there's the Sheila thing, the fact is that they love each other and can relax and enjoy their family. Steffy gets a text from Finn, who is on his way home. Liam says he'll leave so they can have alone time. Before he leaves, Steffy grabs a cookie and sticks a candle in it, wishing him a happy birthday. You take care of yourself, she says. Liam thinks things work out for a reason, and she and Finn are meant to be together forever. Steffy smiles. Luna is in the middle of looking at photos of Finn and Steffy on her tablet. In tears, she tells Finn she's so sorry. Steffy is listening to music while doing laundry when Finn gets home. He smiles and watches her, and when she sees him she gives him a big hug and kiss. She missed him, and he says he missed her, too. Then he wonders how he can possibly tell her about Luna. The Bold and the Beautiful recap. February 20th, 2025, Liam opens up to Steffy. The sun was setting over Los Angeles on a bright February 20th, casting a warm glow over the lives of the Forrester and Spencer families. As the drama at Forrester Creations and Spencer Publications continues to unfold, the emotional tides shifted in a surprising direction. Tension, love, and heartbreak flowed through the halls of both companies, but it was a vulnerable conversation that took center stage today. In a moment of unexpected openness, Liam Spencer opened up to Steffy Forrester, revealing a side of him that few people have seen. The episode begins with a quiet, reflective moment between Steffy and Liam. It's a rarity in their whirlwind lives of business and family drama, but in this instance, the world seemed to slow down for just a few beats. Liam, usually the calm but sometimes conflicted hero, was standing at a crossroads of his own emotions. He had been dealing with more than he could bear recently, and his once clear-cut life now seemed clouded with confusion, guilt, and uncertainty. It all began earlier that day when Steffy had an important conversation with her father, Ridge Forrester, about her evolving relationship with Liam. Ridge had always seen Liam as someone who had potential but was often pulled in different directions by his family, his obligations, and his own moral compass. As Steffy and Ridge talked about their shared history with Liam, Steffy could no longer ignore the emotions swirling inside her. The lingering connection she had with Liam was undeniable after all. They shared two beautiful children and years of a roller coaster relationship full of ups and downs. As the day unfolded, Steffy found herself alone in her office at Forrester Creations, sifting through designs when she received a call from Liam. His voice was strained, not his usual reassuring tone. Steffy could tell there was something off, something he wasn't saying. When Liam arrived at Forrester, the air between them was filled with unspoken words. Steffy greeted him with a soft smile, trying to ease the tension that hung between them. Liam sat across from her, a furrow on his brow. He was clearly struggling with something that had been building for some time. I've been thinking, Liam started, the weight of his words already palpable. Thinking about everything, and about us. Steffy could feel her pulse quicken, uncertain of where this conversation would lead. She had seen Liam go through ups and downs in his relationships, but this felt different. There was a raw honesty in his voice that made her heart tighten with both hope and concern. I know we've been through a lot, Steffy, Liam continued, his voice tinged with vulnerability. And I know we've tried to figure out what comes next for us. But I can't shake the feeling that I'm not being the man I should be, not for you, and not for myself. Steffy's heart softened. She had always known Liam as a man torn between duty and desire, a man who often wore his heart on his sleeve even if it meant letting others down. But this was deeper. It was as if he had been carrying a heavy burden, and finally, the dam had broken. I've never been good at figuring out what I really want, Liam admitted. I've been so focused on doing the right thing, being the perfect son, the perfect father, but I've lost myself in all of it. And you? He paused, meeting her gaze with a level of sincerity that made her stomach flutter. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to keep going in circles pretending that I have everything figured out when, in truth, I don't. Steffy's eyes glistened with emotion as she took in his words. For a moment, it felt like time had stopped between them. The weight of their shared history and the love they had once shared seemed to hover in the air, intertwining with the unspoken truth Liam had just revealed. She had always known Liam's heart was in the right place, but she also knew he was a man of many contradictions. You don't have to have it all figured out, Steffy said, her voice soft but firm. None of us do. But you're right about one thing, Liam, you've always been caught between so many worlds. But no matter what, you deserve to live your truth, and that truth doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Liam seemed to draw strength from her words, a sense of relief washing over him. It was clear that he had been holding this inside for far too long. Their bond was undeniable, strong, fragile, and unyielding in the face of all that life had thrown their way. Steffy continued, her words laced with the wisdom that only years of heartache and triumph could give her. And you don't have to do this alone. If you're lost, if you're unsure, you don't have to navigate it all on your own. I'm here. I always will be. But you have to be honest with yourself first. The Liam I know, the Liam who is worthy of love, is the one who can admit his flaws and still stand tall. Liam let out a shaky breath. I'm trying, Steffy. I really am. But it's hard when everything feels like it's slipping through my fingers. Their gaze locked, and for a brief moment, the outside world ceased to exist. In that quiet space, they were two souls who had been through so much together yet remained tethered by something stronger than time or circumstance. The love between them was not gone, it was just dormant, waiting for the right time to resurface. But both of them knew that time would tell what would happen next. Steffy reached across the table, gently placing her hand on his. We can figure it out, Liam. We always have. As Liam looked at her, his heart felt both heavy and light at the same time. It was a strange sensation, conflicting emotions that left him more uncertain than ever, but in Steffy's eyes, he saw the reflection of the man he wanted to be, someone who could stand tall, embrace his imperfections, and rebuild the trust they had once shared. The scene ended with the two of them sitting together in silence, their unspoken connection stronger than words could ever capture. Though the path ahead was still unclear, one thing was certain: whatever happened, they would face it together. The road might be long, and the obstacles might be tough, but as long as they remained in each other's lives, hope would always be alive. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing is ever as it seems, and no one is ever truly gone from your heart, even when the storm clouds of life roll in. For Liam and Steffy, it wasn't just about finding answers, it was about finding their way back to each other, one honest conversation at a time.